How the 2024 US presidential election could impact India, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. As the US gears up for the 2024 presidential election, its outcome is likely to have considerable effects on India-US relations. With Kamala Harris and Donald Trump offering contrasting policies, India finds itself evaluating which candidate aligns more closely with its strategic, economic, and social interests. Trade and economic relations. India's trade relationship with the US, its largest trading partner, is a central area where the election outcome could make a substantial difference. Under Trump's America First agenda, he had a reputation for a protectionist trade approach, targeting countries with high tariffs, including India, which he has criticized for unfair practices. If re-elected, Trump may further push for tariffs and trade restrictions, potentially challenging India's trade surplus with the US. However, his emphasis on reducing reliance on China could indirectly benefit India, as companies seek alternative locations for production. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, may continue Biden's more measured trade policies, which focus less on direct tariffs and more on strategic partnerships in critical areas like technology and manufacturing. Her approach would likely maintain the Biden administration's emphasis on strengthening technological alliances, such as through the Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technology (ICET), which has led to collaborations on semiconductors and AI between the two countries. Defense and security. The Indo-Pacific region's stability is a priority for both the US and India, especially amid rising tensions with China. Both candidates have demonstrated interest in bolstering defense. Supporting this approach, given her administration's similar stance on strengthening defense ties and working closely within the Quad alliance, social issues and immigration policies, Kamala Harris, with her Indian heritage, could bring a more empathetic approach toward Indian social issues, though her policy record suggests a focus on progressive domestic reforms rather than strong engagement with India-specific causes. During her vice presidency, Harris has sometimes voiced criticisms on human rights matters concerning India, such as the situation in Kashmir, which may cause some diplomatic friction. In terms of immigration, Trump's stance may negatively impact India, particularly with his proposed restrictions on H-1B visas, widely used by Indian professionals. Harris would likely uphold more lenient immigration policies, favoring skilled workers and potentially easing the pathway for Indian tech talent in the US. Diplomatic chemistry and ideological alignment. Diplomatically, Trump has shown a good personal rapport with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which could ease negotiations. Trump's alignment with nationalist ideals resonates with India's current government, possibly leading to smoother cooperation. Harris, while respectful toward India, lacks a strong personal connection with Modi, focusing more on policy continuity than personal alliances. Ultimately, both candidates offer unique advantages for India. Trump's emphasis on a tougher stance against China and strong bilateral defense ties could align well with India's security goals, though his protectionist economic policies and restrictive immigration stance may be challenging. Harris could sustain beneficial economic and technological collaborations while offering a more predictable, less confrontational approach. For India, the election's outcome will shape not only immediate trade and defense relations but also long-term relation with US.